everyone, my name is Ellen and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Friends by Marshmello and Anne-Marie on the guitar, so stay tuned if this is something that you want to learn. You say you love me, I say you're crazy, we're nothing more than friends. You're not my love. So I actually just heard this song for the first time a few days ago and I absolutely fell in love with the guitar part. And the good news is that this song is actually a lot easier than you might think. There's only 4 chords you need to know for the whole song and 1 strumming pattern and 1 picking pattern. On top of that, you don't need any capo in order to play this in the original key. And there's only 1 bar chord, which is F, but I will show you an alternate fingering in case you have trouble with bar chords. But like I said, this song should be pretty beginner friendly and it'll be fun to kind of tackle a picking pattern if you haven't really gone into that yet. So let's go ahead and jump into what those chords look like. Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into what those chords look like. And we're going to start out with A minor, which looks like this and sounds like this. After that we have C, which looks like this and sounds like this. Next we have F, which looks like this and sounds like this. Next we'll learn G, which looks like this and sounds like this. We have our D minor chord, which looks like this and sounds like this. And the last chord you need to know is E, which looks like this and sounds like this. And like I said at the beginning, if you're a beginner and bar chords are hard for you and you can't really play this F, there is an alternate fingering you can do which looks like this and sounds like this. The only thing you want to remember with this fingering is you're only playing the 4 middle strings, so you want to make sure to mute the bottom E and the top E string. Alright, so once you have those chords memorized, what you want to do is play through them until you can transition between them pretty easily. It will be pretty important in this song to be able to transition kind of quickly. If you need help, I have a TMT video right here about how to transition between chords faster, so check that out if that's something you're having trouble with. But moving on, let's go ahead and jump into the strumming pattern that you need to know for this song. Really ain't going away without a fight. So like I always tell all of my beginners, if you are brand new to guitar, the best thing that you're going to want to do is play through the whole song with just 1 down strum on every chord change. And what that's going to do is just familiarize you with the song, where those chord transitions are going to be, what word you'll be singing, things like that, so that you can kind of get the feel of the song. So let me go ahead and show you the beginning and what that would be like, and then you can go through the rest of the song on your own. If you put your A minor chord on, that's the first chord in our song, you're just going to strum it down once, then switch to the next chord, which is C, strum down, then F, and then you do F one more time, and then switch to E. So again, we've got A minor, C, F, E. You say you love me, I say you're crazy, we're nothing more than friends. You're not my lover, more like a brother, I've known you since we were like 10. Alright, so go ahead and take the rest of the song and do that if you need to, just to get familiar with it. But once you can play through that pretty easily, let's go ahead and move on to our strumming pattern. So what I want you to do for this strumming pattern is just double up on those down strums. So instead of strumming down once, we're just going to strum down twice on every chord. So we've got A minor, C, F, and then F, E. Those will be single strums. So as you can see, after I do my down strum, I'm kind of taking my hand and muting the strings right afterwards. So we've got A minor, down, down, mute. Then we switch to C, down, down, mute. Switch to F, down, down, mute. And then we've got F, mute, E, mute. So we're just putting a little bit of a mute by stopping the strings after every chord. So we've got A minor, C, F, F, E. And again, you want to take that for the whole song, but you'll see when I do my cover at the end, I actually only use this strumming pattern for one part of the song, which is the chorus. So let me go ahead and show you what that sounds like in the chorus. Again, what I'm going to be doing is just the double down strum for every chord change. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. F-R-I-N-D-S. Okay, so that's the only part that I actually use the strumming pattern through this song because I like to actually use a picking pattern for the rest of the song. So let's go ahead and jump into what that looks like. Yes. Get that inside your head. No, no. Alright, so I've gone ahead and zoomed in so we can learn this picking pattern. It sounds really cool, but it's actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it. So let's go ahead and start with our A minor chord. What you're going to want to do is place your thumb on the 5th A string. Then we have our pointer finger on the 3rd G string, your middle finger on the 2nd B string, and your ring finger on the top E string. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're just going to play these strings one at a time, going from the bottom to the top. So we've got 5, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. After you do that, you just want to mute the strings so they don't ring. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of taking my right hand. Sometimes I like to form a fist to mute the string. Sometimes I slap it. Either way, you just want to have the string stop from ringing. And then that's it. We'll move on to our next chord, which is C. And for the C chord, you're going to be doing the exact same thing on the exact same strings. So we've got our thumb on 5, and then our pointer, middle, and ring on our top 3. And again, you're just going to play them one at a time from bottom to top. 5, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1, mute. So we're going from A minor to C. And you'll notice on both of those chords, your thumb is going to be on the 5th string, the A string, but when we move on to our F and E chord, your thumb is going to move up to the bottom E string. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our next chord on, our F chord. So these 3 fingers will still be on your top 3 strings, G, B, and E, but your thumb is going to be on the bottom E string or the 6th string. But the pattern is still the same. You're going to play each string one at a time from bottom to top. Alright? And then from there we're going to move on to our E chord, and that's the last chord that we need for this pattern. And again, like I said, it's going to be like the F chord. Your thumb is going to be on this bottom E string, your top 3 fingers will be on the top 3 strings, and it's exactly the same, bottom to top, one string at a time, with a mute at the end. Alright, so again to review, we have A minor and C, which have your thumb on the 5th string. And then we have our F and our E chord, which have your thumb on the bottom E string. So now all you want to do is string that together and it'll sound like the original song. We've got A minor, C, F, and And then here on F and E, instead of playing them one at a time, you're just going to pick all 4 strings, F, mute, and then E, mute. All right, so that whole phrase goes like this. F, E. All right, one more time. A minor, C, F, and then F, E. And that's the entire picking pattern. You can use that through most of the song. In my cover at the end, I do use it through most of the song, except for in the chorus where I use that strumming pattern I showed you earlier. But let's go ahead and play through that one more time without stopping and putting everything together. We've got a minor, C, F, F, E. You say you love me, I say you're crazy, we're nothing more than friends. You're not my lover, more like my brother, known you since we were like 10. Alright, and you can pretty much take that through the entire song. And then one last thing also you can hear in the song is on that last E chord, instead of just picking it once, you'll hear in the song sometimes they alternate between picking it once and then picking it 3 times. So you hear it like this, once, once, 3. Alright, so if you want to do that, all you have to do is instead of muting it, you're just going to pick those same strings for that E chord 2 more times. And then you would just go straight back into the beginning of the picking pattern again. So just an option if you want to add that into your cover. Otherwise, that is the whole picking pattern and you can use that for the entire song if you want to. So go ahead and practice that, and then once you have that down, then we can go ahead and go back and play through the whole song. Alright, so once you have those chords and that strumming pattern and that picking pattern under your belt, then you have all the tools you need to play through this whole song. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with you now. I'll have all the lyrics and chord changes and everything listed on the screen in front of you. I am also going to go a little bit below tempo just so we can all keep up. And yeah, I guess that's it. So let's go ahead and pick up our guitars and play through Friends by Marshmello and Anne-Marie. Good luck! Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You say you love me, I say you're crazy, we're nothing more than friends. You're not my lover, more like a brother, known you since we were like 10. Yeah, don't mess it up, talking that, only gonna push me away, that's it. When you say you love me, that make me crazy, here we go again. Don't go look at me with that look in your eyes, you really ain't going away without a fight. You can't be reasoned with, I'm done being polite. I told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 times. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. F-R-I-N-D. Have you got no shame? You looking insane, turning up at my door. It's 2 in the morning, the rain is pouring. Haven't we been here before? Don't mess it up, talking that, only gonna push me away, that's it. Have you got no shame? You looking insane, here we go again. Don't go look at me with that look in your eyes, you really ain't going away without a fight. You can't be reasoned with, I'm done being polite. I told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 times. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for F-R-I-E-N-D, F-R-I-E-N-D-S. That's how you spell friends. F-R-I-E-N-D-S. Get that inside your head. No, no. F-R-I-E-N-D-S. We're just friends. Don't go look at me with that look in your eyes. You really ain't going away without a fight. You can't be reasoned with, I'm done being polite. I've told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 times. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. F-R-I-N-D-S. Oh, 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 oh. So that was my tutorial for Friends by Marshmello and Anne-Marie. I hope that this helped you. I'm sorry if it sounded a little bit rough around the edges. Like I said, I did just hear this song for the first time a few days ago, and I just learned it this morning, so I didn't give myself too much time to practice it. But like I said, it is kind of repetitive, so once you get the pattern down, it's really easy to apply it for the whole song. And if you did find it helpful, please make sure to give me a thumbs up down below, as well as subscribe to my channel. And if you are subscribed already, make sure that bell notification is on so that you know every time I upload a new video. Also, you can feel free to follow me on my social media sites if you would like to. I do polls and sometimes some giveaways and sneak peeks and things like that on there, so feel free to follow me if you would like. But I guess until next time, that concludes this tutorial, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! F-R-I-N-D-S, F-R-I-N-D-S. Oh.